Welcome back, guys. Today I wanted to kind of do a different review because everybody that I know who carries a gun also carries a blade as a backup weapon and utility tool. So I just wanted to review the knife that I carry most days, and that is the Cold Steel Spartan. Now, it's a very large and heavy folder. It has a 4.5-inch blade that is 0.157 inches thick, or about 5/32 of an inch. The handle is made from very tough and durable Gryvex. It's about 6 inches long, but this is a hefty knife weighing in at 9 ounces. The blade is made from AUS 10A steel, and it was designed by custom knife maker Andrew Demko. The Spartan is one of Cold Steel's most popular folding knives. As you can see, the blade pattern mimics the world famous kukri. I love this design for defensive purposes because it works equally well as a stabber or slasher. Some blade patterns work much better for one or the other, but the design of the Spartan balances both equally well, in my opinion. The rugged and sturdy tip is great for stabbing and penetration, while the recurved design with an ample belly allows for great slashing. The design also allows for devastating snap cuts when defanging the snake, as they say in the Filipino arts. Its handle is a Copus-inspired handle that's designed to resist centrifugal force and helps to prevent any forward or backward movement of your hand during heavy usage. I find the handle really locks my hand in place well, which I appreciate. The triad locking mechanism is extremely strong. In Cold Steel's video, it holds 300 pounds easily. I would suggest Googling or getting on YouTube and watching them torture test it. It's one of my favorite aspects of Cold Steel is their torture testing videos. The steel that they use, like I said, is AUS 10A, which is a high carbon stainless steel. It's more of a mid-grade steel with decent corrosion and wear resistance. Obviously, it doesn't hold an edge near as long as some of the super steels, but it's much easier to resharpen. With that being said, the recurve design can be more challenging to resharpen than other blade patterns, though. Just a heads up. It has an Emerson-like wave feature right here, which allows for a very fast and easy one-handed draw. I find it's just about as quick for me as deploying a fixed blade with one hand. I would like to demo how that works for you now. That wave feature is designed to catch onto the corner of your pocket, and it automatically deploys as you pull the knife out. It's one of my favorite features of this knife. For me personally, I really love the wave-like feature. Now, obviously, fixed blades are by nature stronger designs, but it's one more thing I have to attach to my belt. Since I already carry a gun and spare mag, I prefer a folding knife. I also find they're easier to conceal and they're just more comfortable for me personally, but your mileage may vary. Now that I've covered most of the pros, I would like to cover some of the cons. The size of it is a pro to me, but may be a con to many others. The length isn't a problem, but the width means that it basically takes up a large majority of whatever pocket you keep it in. And the weight of it is the biggest con to me. It's a beast weighing in at 9 ounces, like I said, which is very heavy for a folding knife. Some guys are not going to want to carry such a big and heavy folder in their pocket, which I completely understand. It took me a few days to get used to it. It works great for camping and hunting, but it can be cumbersome for most of the finer cutting tasks that people tend to do with their EDC blades on a daily basis. That's why I also carry a Spyderco Delica in my back pocket. It's small and extremely lightweight. Now I realize some guys aren't going to want to carry two blades, and that's perfectly okay. I do plan on doing a review of the Delica in the future. Carrying two blades does allow me to keep a razor sharp edge at all times on my defensive blade though, which I find to be a nice perk. I just don't have the time or inclination to constantly keep touching up my edge, so I like carrying two blades. The Spartan is available with a partially serrated edge. It costs about $130. When you factor in the size, strength, and overall quality of the Spartan, I believe it's a great value. I've been involved in mixed martial arts for most of my life. I've also cross-trained in several other martial arts, including some Filipino and Indonesian-based knife fighting arts. And I would just suggest that you seek professional instruction with your knife and practice some defensive knife work as well. Most guys who carry a gun are good about seeking professional instruction with their firearm, and they're pretty good about training with it. But when it comes to their backup weapon, their blade, I find most do not seek professional instruction or practice their defensive movements. I hope you found this review helpful, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you for stopping by.